Facebook, YouTube, Instagram family, what's good, what's good? This is Lee for Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. Good morning, good morning. It is Monday, December 27th, here on the beautiful beach of Miami, Florida. I'd like to say what's up to everybody. And today, I have a question. And the question is, what is your self-worth? Okay, we're going to talk about self-worth today because a lot of people do not understand what that means, self-worth. Okay, self-worth is the investment of money or time in yourself. Okay, and what I mean by that is I don't mean buying clothes and living your best life, you know, partying and all of that, because that is not investing in self-worth. That is enjoying pleasures. Okay, that's life's pleasures. Okay, we're talking about self-worth. Okay, meaning investing in your emotional, your psychological knowledge of yourself. How do I come off to people? Okay, how do I react in situations? You know, why is my life not the way that I want it to be? Okay, why is it that everything is so hard? Okay, if you're one of these people right now, and most of us are, where we're just pretending that life is great, but life isn't really great for us, the reason is because you have not invested in your self-worth. Okay, what sparked this video today was I constantly get people coming in my inbox asking me why. You know, why is this going wrong? You know, why people aren't doing this, and how come I can't do this, and whatever, right? So I tell them, well, listen, let me see your birth natal chart. You know, get a reading on your chart. Let me check your chart out, right? Two things happen. Either they ghost the conversation, or they say, oh, I thought birth natal charts were free. And I tell them the charts are free, but the readings are not free. Okay? And when I say that, the energy changes. So that goes back to, what is your self-worth? Because if you don't feel like investing money or time into your physical being, yourself, then how can anything go right in your life? How can anything go right in your life? If you're struggling with your family and you don't know why, if you're struggling with keeping a job, or every time you go to a job, you have problems with coworkers and you don't know why, okay? Every time you're in a relationship, it just seems like it's the worst relationship in the world. You can't find nobody. It's because you do not understand yourself, and you need to invest in your self-worth to find out, which is either money or time. And most people do not feel like it's worth the investment. They don't. And if you feel like it isn't worth the investment, which is your money or your time, then expect the same things to keep happening to you over and over again. Because basically what you're doing is waking up every day having emotional responses to everything that's going on around you over and over again with no answer. With no answer. And this is why I tell people that's what astrology has taught me. It taught me and gave me self-worth. Okay? When everything in my life started going hectic And I couldn't understand why. I had to ask myself, yo, man, do you really want to keep living like this? For real. It seemed like everything was just hitting the brick wall. Everything. So I had to reassess myself. Again, self-worth. I had to reassess myself. You know, it got to be something I'm doing. Everybody can't be the blame for everything. It's something that I'm doing that ain't right. And once I committed to myself, self-worth, which was time at the time, it was time. I invested in time. I discovered astrology and I studied it. And it created self-worth. It created self-worth because I put in the time to study. Okay? Most of you don't have the time to study as I had. So I get that. But a lot of you have the money to invest in self-worth, but you don't feel like it's worth it. So you'll just go back to what's being comfortable, which is a toxic lifestyle, and just hope for the best, which is not the answer. You know, it's funny how when I look at my analytics on my YouTube and I look at my analytics on Facebook, the amount of views that I get be incredible, but I'm not seeing that kind of traffic. Personally, people click, watch all the videos, but they don't put the time, the time or the money, and you know why? Because they're trying to steal self-worth. They're trying to steal it. They want to hide and stay secret and try to steal self-worth. Let me just tell you this, you can't steal self-worth. You can't. You cannot steal self-worth. Self-worth is something that you have to work for. If you're not working for self-worth, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're either going to invest or you're going to pay to get self-worth. That's a universal law. That's a universal law. Nothing is coming for free. I keep telling people this all the time. If you expect to get something for free, you're going to be waiting a long time. Anything that's worth anything anyway. Anything that's worth anything. Everything costs money or time. Everything. A relationship is time. And it's money. But it's more time. Okay? And if you don't know how you are emotionally, how you are psychologically, and how you think, how you communicate, how you come off to other people, you can't do anything but commit self-sabotaging behaviors. You will constantly self-sabotage over and over again because there was no investment into self-worth. If you're having problems with your children, you don't think that's a worthwhile investment to find out? You don't think that's a worthwhile investment? You'll just keep struggling with your children. And the reason why you will struggle with your children because you be like, it ain't worth the money. But you don't say that when it comes to anything that deals with pleasure. You'll just go out and spend $100 at a club, spend $100 on a purse, spend $100 or $300 on Jordans or clothes. That's worth it to you. But when it comes to your physical being, it ain't worth investing any money in at all. See, when people come to me like that, the first thing I say is they have no self-worth. Your self-worth is zero because you don't want to invest in yourself. You want somebody to save you. See, that's a person that does not understand what self-worth is. See, I used to be that person. When I had a job, working 9 to 5 and doing all of that, that's all I did. I worked 9 to 5, paid my bills, went out, had a good time, partied, all of that. I didn't have any self-worth. I thought that was life right there, you know? until it all came to a screeching halt. And then when it all came to a screeching halt, I didn't understand nothing. I didn't understand why anything was the way it was. You know why? Because I never created or invested time into my self-worth. I didn't know how I thought. I didn't know how I felt. I didn't know what I was good at. Nothing. And that's how all of you guys are. All you do is get up, go to work, and react to and have emotional responses to everything that's going on around you. It's basically walking through life with a blindfold on. You know, like I said in some of my older videos, there's a lot of women out there. They're masculine women. They don't know that. They think they're feminine. There's a lot of feminine women out there acting masculine, and they don't really know that they're feminine. There's a lot of men out there. They're feminine men. And that does not mean that you're soft or gay or anything. Does not mean that. I told you feminine and masculine does not pertain to a man or a woman. It is an energy. Okay? They don't know that. So they're walking around trying to be this masculine man and they're not that. Okay? There's masculine men out there who don't know how to be feminine at all. They just are hard rock every day and they're self-destructive. And that's what's going on with people. But people do not feel like investing in themselves is worth anything, you know? And my take on it as being an astrologer and a healer is if you don't feel like you're worth investing in, I feel the same way. I do. I feel the same way. There's nothing I can do for a person who does not want to invest in their self-worth. All I can do is just tell you, I can give you your birth natal chart. That's it. That's all I can do. I cannot make you decide what you feel like an investment is in your self-worth. I can't do that, okay? So I want y'all to think about that. What is your self-worth? Because if you don't feel like investing in yourself is worth anything at all, again, learning if you're masculine or feminine, man or woman, learning if you're a logical or practical man or woman, okay? Learning why you don't get along with your family or why you don't get along with your children or certain things like that. If you don't feel like that is worth anything to you, then nobody else can either, period. And nobody else will. They won't care. They will not care, okay? So guys, birth natal charts are free, okay? You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube under Leaf Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. The readings of the charts are a service. And again, readings are half price till January 1st, 2022. That would be $50 for those who don't know. After January 1st, everything will go back to regular price. I hope you guys take advantage of it because, again, if you do not see the self-worth in investing in yourself, no one else will, and no one else will care either. Okay? So guys, this is Lee. One love.